I ask you, is that the fate you've chosen of your own will?
Alright, this will show the fastest way to reach level 200. And this will be with a stat build that can play any vocation once at level 200. You will have enough attack, you will have enough physical, magic, stamina, defense, everything for anyone. It's going to be 100% Strider, which in the end ends up with about 450 physical attack, 450 magic, 450 physical defense, 350 magic defense, 4500 stamina, and 3400 health. The only vocations that may struggle with this stat are Fighter and Warrior with the 3400 health, but typically armor can make up that difference, or Savior Ring. And there are, of course, better split builds, there are better stat builds, of course, but this is the fastest to reach level 200 with this setup that you will see in the video. Can take anywhere between 4 hours and 8 hours. There is one major quest that we'll need to complete for receiving a major item, and that is the Blessed Flower. And once you fight the Hydra at the encampment and you leave, you will be given the quest to go escort Kina through the Witchwood. That is the quest that you need to do in order to get the Blessed Flower. And another item, major item, is the Maker's Finger from Fornival. And it is a very good idea to purchase that before you meet the Duke, just in case you accept the quest, and then that holds his inventory until the trial. So, as soon as you reach Grand Soren, plan on getting the Maker's Finger immediately. And then we need to do the main quest up until meeting the Duke. At that point, blast arrows are available to purchase infinite amount, and then we can get the Blessed Flower after meeting the Duke as well. So up until that point, meeting the Duke will be the main quest line in Grancis, and then after that, we will go to Bitterblack Isle. So when you start the game in normal mode, and you select your vocation of Mage, Strider, or Fighter, at that point it is purchased. So you could choose to be Fighter, and then go back to main menu, switch to hard mode, and now when you go to choose one of those three vocations, the Fighter will already be paid for, and you can select Strider or Mage, and it'll be free. Later, of course it's free now, but later it would have cost to select Fighter, or Strider, or Mage, whichever. And take everything out of inventory. Sell it. We're gonna need like 300,000 to get Maker's Finger. We're gonna need 200,000 to make a duplicate of Blessed Flower. We will probably need about 200,000, maybe 300,000 for blast arrows. So we're looking close to $1 million. And we're in hard mode because we're getting double experience. And soon we will be solo, also getting double experience on top of that. And then when we have the Blessed Flower, double on top of that. For now, we'll keep the pawns around.
Support. I'll climb to its head. I'll get its head. Was a close scrape, that. Let us return to the encampment. We've done as asked. Let us go and give word of it.
Set out from here and we'll be on the path to Grand Sorin. Leave it to me.
Mine, I can help.
What purpose do you suppose this place holds? Where could this gate lead?
We are a vagabond people, born in a drifting world. We come from the rift.
I've ordered what the drive. Make as you will.
Nothing should attack many people.
No choice! To arms! So, what do you propose?
Heads work in unison.
There's no place to hide from that multi-headed serpent!
Take aim at that head! But cleave off all its heads. It aims to eat us.
Look out! Bitterblack head! No! Strike its head!
Its throat is unprotected. This means that we're done for.
No purchase!
Tis a troubling foe.
Rush in and grab hold of its neck!
I've learned new techniques against that
This
head.
means that we're done for.
Not deep enough and leave that head!
Cleave off all its heads.
Scales make a mockery of our weapons!
Its throat is unprotected.
Not deep enough and leave that head! It's up! We're done
I'll
for!
strike its head.
I have no peace!
Are we? In any but to hide? Okay. We'll need to do. I've gained a quest.
And after the Hydra, once we leave, we will get the quest to meet up with Kina. First, we have to go back to Casardis and speak with her father, and then he tells us where she is.
Well, sturdy this.
Terrible. She's a dark.
We'll need Kina's help for this. Look easy going. Searching enough.
Perhaps we find more contracts in this way.
I've seen that some.
Oh, she's. I beg of.
For the Witchwood, it is a good idea to have 2 mage spawns that can buff you with fire. And in selecting a pawn, if they only have fire, then they will only give you fire. And this way, the wolves are much easier to manage. Same thing goes for escorting the Hydra head. The harpies have 2 mage pawns with you with fire. And then make your way to Witchwood. Just run. Don't have to fight anything. These bits of experience that you would get here are nothing compared to when you get into Bitterblack Isle. So the quicker you get through this and meet the Duke, the quicker you will be getting to the position where you just level over and over.
What to do in this quest.
I feel more familiar with this quest now. I shall restore your health. Hold on.
There's no way forward to the crossing. I've learned of course.
I now know why they named this forest Witchwood, and
I'll
not
heal
just
your wounds.
after her we seek. The villagers are right to fear this place.
I've learned this area.
Well thick this forest. The wood is uncommon dense, almost as if it means to hide all the way.
I'll go at once.
Wolves hunted packs! 'Tis a troubling thought.
And now beasts.
Just wait. We'll see you.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
Well clear of those fangs.
Fire! Wolves hunted packs! I grant you fire's blaze!
Perhaps we'll find more of the witch's
fire!
legacy here.
Well clear of those fangs. I am bound.
Wolves fall quickly to flames!
I've learned of this area. You'll now hit them swinging blindly.
I'll heal your wounds. Leave it to me.
What's this?
This looks interesting.
Wolves hunted packs!
Well clear of those fangs.
Any time.
They're a slippery target.
Take my fire!
I've hold of one. Now strike.
Fire is bane to wolves.
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
I grant you fire's
This looks
blaze!
interesting.
There. That must be it. Come on, cuz.
Then this is the witch's cottage? I feel more familiar with his quest now.
I've learned what to do in
Let's
this
have a look.
quest.
And don't forget to turn the quest in. If you don't do that, then that's all a waste. Go talk to him. And now we're good. Now we can just continue with the main quest, which is escort the Hydra head. And again, have some fire mages with you.
But fear not.
I've gained quest knowledge.
Let us go!
Quite the grand structure. Awaken.
Protect the cart!
We also get more money in hard mode, and this spot right here, usually you can get about 200,000.
That small bird walks ahead of us.
Rather than opening the gate, just wait,
Strength in
because
numbers,
goblins
Arisen.
will come down here over and over again, about 5 or 6 or 7 times. So just don't open the gate and let them keep on coming, and after all of their rounds, you get a lot of gold.
We must take care the past does not claim us as its next victim.
The creatures come! Cut them down, men!
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
There's no end to them! We'll not hold long! Did it! Goblin! Hates fire! Their kind hates ice and fire! Open the gates, quickly!
Numbers are risen. Please don't overdo it.
This looks interesting.
Why is the gate yet unopened? A goblin pack!
I'll take that.
Goblin like fire!
We have triumphed.
What's this?
Monsters arisen! Ready yourself!
Strength in numbers are risen.
Careful! A goblin!
We have triumphed.
Watch for a goblin.
We have triumphed.
We're not far now, men! Keep marching!
To me.
We've arrived. What?
And since we're Strider, and we should have enough discipline points and high enough rank to get Helm Splitter,
I'll make for the castle door.
we will get that.
Now you're dead.
And the next
I've
quest
learned what to do in this
will
quest.
be
I've gained quest knowledge.
super quick.
It's a city new to us and vast.
The Kina quest in the Witchwood does not have to be complete
I hope
until right about now. If we were to go down to the Everfall at this point and not have finished the quest and then completed the Everfall quest, then we will lose the Kina opportunity. But we already did it a long time ago, just to be safe, and we have no worry of it. And then once we enter into the Everfall, we would just do Helm Splitter all the way to the bottom, and then take a fairy stone that we've taken out of our inventory.
So, this is the Everfall. What could be caused?
I sense monsters about.
A word, sir. Are you to honor you may that
Tis a port crystal, master. What's that?
This is a place quite west like Hydra. Oh, okay, we should.
And Edmund Dragonsbane is a hero. He slew the worm in generation past. He said he was named Duke before his cavalcade reached Grand Soren's gates. Now, where shall we head? Even now, people worship him as their savior.
Stairs ahead lead upon the castle walls. These stairs serve as a useful route in your own
Under
right.
his guidance. Grand
And
Sisters
again,
find peace
just
and
to be
prosperity.
safe, go visit Fornival and get the Maker's Finger, because later,
The enlistment
when you
corps
meet the
scours
Duke,
the land for
if you were
soldiers
to
man.
accept Alduin's quest, then his inventory becomes unavailable.
Any relic, right?
Bards the land over sing of his exploits. Albeit.
I beg you. Those myths of late await. I would. It would. The choice is yours. Sir, the time as I was so old. What little best. If there's aught of it,
Let's ask around about this.
it will be. The choice is yours. Sir, we must. You have. I await.
And since we're Strider, we can Master Thief. And Ranger pawns that are wandering outside have stamina that we can Master Thief. We will need stamina later. And certain locations where stamina is found, they will respawn after 3 days or 7 days. Can't remember. But for example, this one here in the abandoned mine. And we will need barbed nails. We can get 2 of them where all these bandits are hanging out. If we just run past them, try not to get hit. And once you reach Golem, where the Golem is resting, there are 2. And once you get to the chest, just save prior to opening. And if it's not the barbed nail, then reload, try again. This chest down here has very good odds, more than 50%. So save. And if it's not, reload. If it is, carry on. And then just above here is another location with a barbed nail. Straight ahead, drop down. Be aware though, sometimes these guys will follow, so save as soon as you get in here. Because there's a fighter that usually drops down right behind you. So since we saved, well, we're okay. There he is. After you finished your chosen
With luck.
2 worm hunt quests,
With the quell.
and you're gonna go meet the Duke, make sure you've gotten
Choice
everything
is yours. This
done
is
as far
one.
as
No,
Kina
if you
goes,
have- knowing that, you are
even
quite
though it's already too late.
guide-
And then after this, we'll get our blast arrows, and we'll get our blessed flower. We've got the barbed nails. We've got a few stamina, liquid vim, and then we can head into Bitterblack Isle.
Tonight's the Fisher Night leaves the...
Next to Caxton, and she has blast arrows at this point.
You'll be one. Take all the time.
Probably will need between 300 and 400 for what Strider is going to do.
Take all the time. Do come again.
Make your way to the Abbey, where all the nuns are. Talk to Kina.
You've come.
She's going to give you a
I
quest,
came here to the Abbey in hope.
and you don't have to finish it. We just need her flower, and we'll make a copy.
While I am here, I train as a sister of the faith. I'm to gather flowers. I fear I am a poor chance. 'Tis sad, though I'm but could I?
And this item, while in our inventory, gives us double experience. It will grow old and become useless after a day, so you will have to drop it off into inventory every so often, and then rest for 3 days to be safe, to let it regain its freshness. I don't know what word to choose. So we can make a copy just in case we get it to spoil. Then we'll have a spare one in our storage.
Or there. Why not? I'll not beat round the bush. I'm sure you'll anytime. I'm sure you'll find all you need. Here we are. I'm sure you'll find anytime.
Now, up to this point, You can do that with any vocation, but what follows involves blast arrows, which involves strider or assassin or ranger. But ranger actually falls short as well, so what takes place from here on can only be done with strider and assassin. Ranger would require a higher damage bow, so you would need to go face Grigory as ranger, which adds an additional 4 hours to this whole setup. But ranger could do it. You just need to further in the main quest and get the bow from Grigory, Dragon's Blink, and then you can come to this point that we are at now. Whereas strider and assassin can get the fire bow, Dragon's Ire, down here very easily, and that will carry. Okay, we've got our Maker's Finger. Now, it's a good idea to get this first bastard right here out of the way. And right now it's going to take a while. I don't have really any special weapons right now. And no, it's not because I'm level 30, it's because of the weapons. But if we get rid of this first one here, it guarantees that he won't, or she won't, fuck with us later. Sometimes it's not necessary. Sometimes we can go down here, stand on the tree that you'll see, and get away with it. But sometimes this first one will mess it all up. So if we can kill her, we will. Alright, we've got our Blessed Flower, we've got our Maker's Finger, and we've got a pickaxe because there are lava rock down here, and lava rock is needed to get our soon-to-be bow upgraded to 3-star. So let's get their aggro, that way they are all active. And they are all enemies, because if we do not, Maker's Finger will not attack them if they're just sitting over there minding their own business. We have to get them all clustered up and bundled up and aggroed. Level 31 currently.
None of it matters now. None of it. Pray. Leave me to sleep in peace.
My beloved, I had hoped to leave this life held in your strong arms. Farewell.
Once you reach this point, you can save. This is a good idea because a lot can happen in the path trying to get up. If you'd like, you can try to kill these guys. And if you do, you can come back in there and save after you kill one, and another, and another. The gargoyle is the major concern. Ingle is another concern. 11 is not so big of a problem. Gargoyle is the one. So if you get this first guy's attention, usually he'll come in here, get a little closer to you. Now, go back in and save after a kill. And for me, that's one less Ingle to worry about. It's not needed. You could simply run past him. But he is the one who casts Ingle. And there's another one. Ingle up there. 11 over there. And then Ingle on the wall, which he's not active currently. Same thing with this guy. You can shoot him, get his attention, and start moving in closer to you. Or, if you can, just kill him from here. Or, keep him alive and just run past him. But, another one dead, so go in and save. Alright, for Gargoyle, just run. Run and run. He has two noises that he makes. Two different attacks. That can usually just be ran away from. When he barks and screams, that's when he's coming in for his tail whip, which is usually up here. Pick it up. Get into inventory and lift stone out, and we're safe. Now we've got the key, we can go open the gate. We can get the moonbeam gem, and then we can get our bow.
It's meaningless. The logic is bad.
prey holds me no more. I can go no further.
And then up here is the Moonbeam Gem. This will unlock one of the doors for us to get the Dragon's Ire. And the bow is located, I don't know, this wall, where you go through the door and there's two doors inside. You go to the left, not to the right. Left. And now, we've got a very powerful bow for Assassin or Strider. And we were farming for lava rock to upgrade it. We'll get it upgraded and be even more powerful.
Helping. I'm not. Now, will you? Now, will you have a look? I'll see you don't. Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be? Now, will you have a look? No. The wonder, wouldn't it be?
Next will be Gazer. And if you have high enough damage weapons, then you can just kill them outright. But more likely, you're still with lower tier weapons. This bow is nice, but it's not going to break his defense threshold still. Blast arrows. And maybe a liquid vim or two. And, well, I was going to climb, but when he starts with Ingle, not a good idea. So instead we will wait for him to punch himself. And that happens when you just stay up on the first floor here, or the second floor, or the top floor, and wait. Go back and forth, avoid Ingle, avoid his ice spikes, walk away from his lightning attack, and just wait. When you see the orange glow on the ground just below you, telling you that the large tentacle is going to come up for an uppercut punch. At that point, when you see the orange, you go down. And then it will uppercut him and knock him down. And while he's down, then you get the blast arrows out. That's the orange glow on the ground. Get beneath him and let that hit him. Now if you don't kill him outright and he comes back, he instantly does his gaze. But at the stage he's at currently, he's getting his 4 tentacles to do the great cannon. So I've got time to kind of hang out and let this blindness go away while he does his animation of rotating and spinning and whatever else he wants to do. And then when they are up, doing the great cannon charge, I'll be able to see. So, just kind of waiting. And we've got our blessed flower, so double experience. Gazer provides quite a hefty experience anyways, but
do, say it.
okay, our first death kill experience. Our first major experience level up jump is after Gazer and at the bridge. Get your blast arrows, get your blessed flower, and make your way to the bridge and get the gravity kill. I don't know if it works, I don't know if it helps, but take your lantern off.
Greatest regret is that I will not
There's
see
one
my home
undead on the stairs. If he's coming up, kill him. If he's going down, up to you. As soon as you turn this corner, death will appear. And he should go just a little left and pause and look toward the tower. If he does not, kill yourself and reload. If he does, then blast arrow and gravity. And now we're level 94, so jumped up quite a bit there. Dark Bishop is pretty easy. once you silence him, he's really nothing to worry about. So, silence him, and then you can worry about Cursed Dragon. Blast arrows will take care of him.
baptism, and yet
And
only
don't
if
forget,
there is-
every so often, before a day, in-game day, put that blessed flower back in storage,
if there is
and then go sleep
only if-
for 3 days. Alright, and now for the grand finale. What this all has been working up toward. The Death Gravity Farm. You'll need lots of blast arrows. There's another moonbeam.
It's been many a year. Now,
So, lots of blast arrows. And you could set up your pawn and give your pawn a bunch of blast arrows. That way, when you run out, you can spawn your pawn, take the blast
what'll it
arrows,
be then?
and then throw your pawn off the ledge, and then you've got blast arrows. Or, you can simply come back here to Barak, get back in your inventory, and get the arrows again. This next death spawn, he will respawn when you exit and re-enter the room. So once you kill him, exit, re-enter, and he's right there again.
What'll it be?
And the room
Now,
that you
no.
enter into to exit that room, there is a rift stone that you could get your pawn back and get those blast arrows that they have in their inventory. So we don't care about these guys. They're just interfering with time to level up quickly. Run past them. Get on down here. Don't worry about them either. And here is death.
You ransomed me, the village burnt to ash.
But
Instilled life
first,
into
we have to
fire.
set the stage.
Dearest mentor, I
Come
commend
and
you
kill
now
all
to rest
these
eternally.
leap worms, because they will be
Your
quite the
servant,
nuisance
bereft of
later.
master and memory, I
Get
keep
them all
now
to spawn.
She lives on.
I've got
Mirror and soul embody both.
the ring of desiccation from that last moonbeam gem. That is why I'm not drenched in water. Alright, let's kill these guys. And there's a lot of them. Just keep on respawning them and get them to come out. Kill them all, and then we'll get death. Over and over again. And now we just need to get his attention and lure him over to where those leap worms are, or were. And it takes some time. He needs a clear path. If there's anything in the way between you and him, he is going to struggle. So, get that path line open and let him follow. There we go, that should be good. Nope, he's retarded. And 2 barbed nails, and the Dragon's Ire bow, which is now dragon forged, thanks to Dark Bishop. Blast arrows, blessed flower, and we're set. We just stand here, we spawn right there. And then this door, exit, re-enter. If you're out of blast arrows and you gave your pawn blast arrows, through this door is the Rift Stone, and you can summon your pawn, get the blast arrows, throw that pawn off the cliff, come back out here, and that was 1 round. So maybe another 5 or 6. We should be at level 200. Now, once he arrives here, stay close, because when you are close, he will do his lantern, which makes him stationary. If you are too far back, then he will start moving forward, and is no longer over the ledge. And these are the end results of 100% Strider, which with these stats you can play any vocation. There are, yes, better builds, better magic, better health, better physical, but that doesn't really matter. The weapons are what matter, and this is a pretty nice little split, able to play anything, and very fast to attain.